Hey neighbor, we are in the middle of shipping out garlic and plants. Fall gardening is upon us and everybody's excited about fall gardening.
Our warehouse smells like garlic.
It does.
So good.
We've got a great show talking about fall and fall gardening. Welcome to the Row by Row Gardening Show, the best dadgum gardening show on the internet, where we talk about gardening, a little bit of cooking, and growing your own food. Now sit back and enjoy. We got our shipment of garlic in finally. We're in the middle of packing and getting garlic out of here, and we've already sold out of a couple of them just that quick. We had some pre-sales, but we had a guy come by this morning and picked up 4,800, a local person come by and picked up 4,800 cloves of elephant garlic.
He's got a job.
So we're sold out of all the elephant garlic except for the 8 clove bags. All the big bags were sold out already. But anyway, we're doing a taste test today, folks, on garlic. The weird thing about garlic is there's huge demand for some of these novelty varieties. If you go to the grocery store and buy garlic, you're buying what they call silver skin, which is the generic garlic.
Usually a Softneck.
But the unique ones, the ones you can grow in your home garden, have a lot more intense profiles and flavors. And we're doing a little different on our taste test today. We're actually doing roasted garlic, where last year we did raw, which was probably not the best idea.
No, a lot of people said you really, to get the full flavor, that most people do not eat garlic raw.
And I understand why after I did that. It was
a good experience, though.
Yeah, it was.
So this year I've roasted it
In olive
oil on top of the stove, and we're going to taste test the varieties as we go.
You know, garlic's an extremely popular thing to grow in the home garden.
It's easy.
It's easy to grow. Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of bugs.
And you grow it in the time of year when you don't normally have anything else much growing. So it is extremely popular. You know, next year, I've got a contact up in Vermont that grows black garlic. I want to see if I can get some black. It has a very, very unique flavor. I want to see if I can get some black garlic.
Have you ever ate any of it?
I'm not. I need to email them, see if he can send some.
Send us some.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Solid black. Yep. Black garlic. So if you've ever had black garlic, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. I think it would be different anyway, unique.
Some things you need to think about when you're trying to pick your garlic is where you live.
Pick the variety you're going to grow.
Yeah, pick the variety you want to grow. Where you live, what your climate is, what your taste preferences are. Do you like a spicy? Do you like a mild? Do you have harsh winters? Do you have enough cold days to grow that hardneck garlic? Yeah,
so that's our issue down here in the Deep South is cold days. Now I will say this right here, if you've never grown it before, start out with something like a 4x8 raised bed. Raised beds do extremely well with garlic, and the reason why is we get so much moisture during the wintertime, those raised beds drain really well, so you don't have to worry about them, you know, drowning out. So a 4x8 raised bed, you can plant a lot of garlic there.
Yeah, and I found myself, because I tried the different varieties last year, but I still prefer the elephant garlic, which I know is not a true garlic. But some of those others, the bulbs are so small, and it takes so much when you can just get 1 clove of elephant garlic.
And why are the bulbs small? Because we don't have enough cold this far south to make
some of them
bulbs.
are just small.
They're just small in general, but we don't do real well with some of these hardneck garlics because we are so far south. So we're about an hour above Tallahassee, Florida. We're in what we call South Georgia. I'm talking about from the Florida line, 45 minutes? So we are close to what I call South. So anybody in our neck in here has a lot of problem growing the regular garlic, especially the hardneck. Now there's some of the soft necks, we kind of play with those. The elephant garlic, we're always successful with. So I always tell anybody, if you're in the Deep South and you want to be successful, no brainer, grow the elephant garlic. I've got some friends down in Tallahassee, Florida that Turkey Hill Farms, and they do the little farmers market there going in Tallahassee every Saturday. And they told me a long time ago their most profitable item is elephant garlic. So elephant garlic does extremely well at farmers markets, and it grows well here in the Deep South. So,
do you know it's a superfood?
All the garlics? Yeah.
Because it has a stimulating, it stimulates our immune system to fight against diseases.
And you know, a lot of people say if you eat something with garlic in it, it repels insects and mosquitoes from your...
Because you smell like garlic.
Because you smell like garlic. So. Garlic's used a lot, and the hunters use garlic as the mask, particular odors and
They
stuff.
say it can reduce your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, boost your immune system. I did some honey garlic fermentation, and if I started feeling sick, I'd just go grab me a piece of garlic out of that honey. It tastes really good.
And it adds a lot to your food cooking. It adds a lot of spices and flavors there that you may not get anywhere. You know, I found this interesting. Speaking of that, what is the #1 hobby in the United States?
Gardening?
I used to think it was, and used to there was some evidence out to support that, but that has changed. You know what the #1, according to the latest research, the #1 largest hobby in the United States is baking and cooking. Which stands, I mean, if you think about it, you understand that. I would have thought it would, I wouldn't have thought that would have been it. But after you think about it, I get it. Because everybody can participate in that pretty much. Back in the day, they used to say gardening was the largest hobby. I think it's kind of fell down on the list just a little bit now. But anyway, speaking of gardening and eating, let's get into it.
All right. So, first one is German white.
German white. And ours German white, which is the only one of our offered, is organically grown. This particular one right here is grown from a different
It is a
farm.
Hardneck.
It is a Hardneck.
It's one of the larger ones.
Yeah.
Hence, it has the. You want to pop it open?
If I can. Now this was grown in New York State. Our seed garlic was grown in New York State, not New York, New York State. Pretty good size there. This is the organic one, the only organic one that we have. All right. Get myself worked up this. I have water in my coffee cup to cleanse my palate. And I'm always the guinea pig on trying anything to eat. Now, how did you roast this?
You put 4 ounces of olive oil to like a half cup of garlic, and you cook it on. When the oil starts bubbling, you turn it down to low and let it simmer till it gets like golden brown.
That's a lot more easier to eat. Yeah. Now that is what I think garlic should taste like. That's your quintessential garlic flavor right there, the German white. It's not too spicy.
It's supposed to be great for roasting. This, and did you show the? Where was the? Oh yeah. So the Hardneck has this stem in it that you're not going to find
In Softneck.
in Softneck.
Yep.
That is so good.
That's good.
I could eat that by itself.
That's what you think garlic should be right there.
Oh, it's really good. And do we have this, or we sold out of this?
We have some of this left. Yeah, we have some of this left right here. Let me put this back in here.
Okay, next.
All right, we get some of these other ones. Can get a little spice here on you.
German red. It's a Hardneck. It's known for its robust, spicy flavor.
A little bit smaller clove. Right there. Of course, you see the hard part right there.
It tends to have a purple-brown skin. Did you see that? I can see a little.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see there?
Purposely brown skin.
Yep. Smaller cloves. Let's see, I'm going to count how many is in here. We sell these things by the clove because that's really the only way we could do it. To be fair. Man, there's several in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cloves in that bug.
And this, you plant the cloves
Yep.
with a pointed end up.
And you folks from Alabama, you always plant your pointed end up. I love to aggravate my people from Alabama. See, there's where your root system was out there. Point,
Now,
like
when
that.
this cooked, it turned, I don't know if it's because it was smaller, but it turned a golden brown quickly. You see, it's a lot, the color on it's a lot different.
So we got one toothpick we're going to share. I guess it'll be
No,
okay.
you've got a whole,
I did another toothpick.
yeah. I think I got plenty. Woo, yeah. Totally different taste, but it's good. I'm so glad I roasted these this year.
Yeah, that's a deeper flavor there. That would be good for cooking, but if I was just going to eat it raw, roasted, I think I'd want the German white.
Real?
Yeah, that's a little darker flavor. Isn't that the way to pronounce
Deep.
Deeper flavor.
Deep. More intense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just going to keep my toothpick.
Next, gonna have some water on after that one.
Next is going to be chestnut red.
It's a smaller one.
And for folks that don't
It's a
know,
hardneck.
yep, most of what happens with seed garlic, as they go through there and grade the garlic out, they pick the biggest ones out for seed garlic, and the smaller cloves are nearly sold off as what called culinary cloves you use in cooking. That's the way they're normally graded out. Man, these things are tight. See if I can peel it back a little bit.
You may have to take your thumb and go down. You know me do it? I have no problem there.
I don't have a problem this time. I'm gonna get one of them out. See, it's got a red color to it.
So this is supposed to hold its shape when it's cooking and a sweet flavor.
Let's get some of that sweet in there.
It's perfect if you don't want too much heat.
Yeah, that reminds me more of the German white.
white.
Just a tad bit of heat there at the end, just a little bit. I bet nobody won't mess with us today with all this garlic. They don't have a mosquito bite us for 3 weeks, have they?
I don't. We got to fly tomorrow. They may not sit beside us on the plane.
All right, what's the next one?
Echelon red.
Echelon red, folks, is the only soft neck that we carried.
This one, the national taste test winner for soft neck
And
division.
you see there's the neck soft right there. So these are the ones that braid real easy, is the soft neck, right? You see the braids in there?
Yeah.
Now this bulb here is a good bit smaller, a lot smaller. There's several of them
your
in there.
soft necks tend to be small.
Yeah, we actually sold out of this one. We always sell out of this one first. I don't know
And you
why. I
see
don't
the
get more
soft
of
neck,
them.
you can see it more of those, but it's got like 2 circles in here. See if I can peel it back. You got an outer layer and an inner layer.
And there's a bunch of these little cloves in there.
Oh, you're gonna taste it?
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Somewhere around 15, 16 cloves in that one bulb.
Now this is preferred for baking.
For bacon.
For baking.
Yeah, and you can tell the cloves will get a bit smaller. Mild. Yep. Definitely milder.
I'm not really a fan.
No, it's okay. It's milder though.
Really mild. Doesn't have much of a garlic flavor to me.
Well, you got to keep in mind, we've been hitting those hardneck.
Maybe we should have went with the milder first.
Yeah. Well, we got music next.
Music.
Now, music, folks, is one of the most popular varieties out there. You'll see this one around a lot of different
It
places.
has larger cloves.
Hardneck, of course.
It's a porcelain variety. It's supposed to have a bold flavor.
Pretty good sized clove there. See the size of that clove? That's at least 3 times bigger than that last one. So that you don't have as many cloves per bulb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 cloves
Yeah.
to the bulb. Get back to some flavor now. Probably not as much as that second one we did, but get back to some flavor.
I like that.
Yeah. Not spicy, but just a good all-around garlic.
Yeah. I'd say that's kind of medium.
Yeah.
Okay, next is purple. It's a Creole type. It gets its name from the purple skin of the cloves. It's a later maturing variety. And it does perform better in warmer climates than the other hardneck.
Yeah, see some of the red there on, and these are decent sized cloves here. These look really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 cloves to the, about 8 or 9 cloves to the bulb. So if you bought a 4-pack of cloves, that would be enough to get started in a raised bed.
And this,
These cooked out dark.
yeah, they turn dark really
I'm gonna get
quickly.
2 of them.
But yeah, these I think
Man, that's intense right there.
I cut in half.
Yep, that's intense.
And probably they got darker because of the purple skins.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that.
That's one of the most stronger garlics that we've tried right there.
I like that.
You like that?
Now that's garlic.
That's garlic, isn't it?
That's garlic. I like that.
And we can't give up. We got elephant
I
garlic,
have to
folks.
say that's my number one.
That's your number one? I think I'm going to go with German white as being my number one. Now, elephant garlic, neighbor, if you didn't know,
It's not a garlic.
it's not a true garlic. We grow it just like garlic. We eat just like garlic, but it is in the leek family. And it's got big old bulbs to it.
yeah.
The bulbs are a lot bigger.
You can do one bulb
Yep.
or clove.
There's a clove right there, and that's the bulb right there. So these are huge, considering these do not take cold weather to make the bulbs. So
They're very mild flavor, and they're sweeter than true garlic.
now I grow my elephant garlic just like I do onions, and they normally harvest them about 2 weeks after my onions.
Some say it has a onion-like flavor.
Give me a new toothpick. And you know, these things store extremely well. We keep them for a long time, don't you? You braid them up and put them right beside
Yeah,
our,
I do braid them.
our
It's not a
kitchen.
pretty braid, but it's. What you think?
It is mild. That's good, but it's mild.
Is
I
it
can
sweet?
Not really sweet.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Very
I
smooth.
feel like I'm doing wine here. Very smooth. Yep, that's a good one there, folks. So if you're in the South,
Yeah,
that's your huckleberry right there, elephant garlic.
I like that.
Wasn't a lot of difference to that in the German white. Not a lot of difference to me.
Should you try the German white again?
Yeah, let me try it one more time. Of the true garlics, this is.
Did you cleanse your palate with water?
No, I can't. Yeah, that's
Also,
it for me right there.
German white. Also, when you cook this in the olive oil, you can cook with this olive oil. So then you have garlic infused olive oil. I think I'm just going to mix all these together.
Yeah, yeah.
Big jar.
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
All right, folks. You normally plant these things 6 to 8 inches apart. Now I plant them, if I'm planting them in ground, I'm gonna go 30, 36 inches. And the reason I do that is just get my equipment in there. If you're planting a raised bed, I think you could put 3 to 4 rows in a 4-foot raised bed pretty easy, don't you think so?
I read that you don't want to plant garlic behind onions or where you previously had garlic.
I would agree with that.
I think I did that last year.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You want to rotate it around. Although there's not a lot of pests that's going to bother it, I would rotate it around. There are some, when we get into garlics and onions, there are some unique root diseases we have to face every now and then, but most of the time if you do good rotation, you won't have any issues whatsoever. And every now and then, in the springtime, we'll see some aphids on the leaves there. And I have had to spray them for that occasionally, but it's normally no big deal. And aphids are your soft-bodied insects, and they're easy to take out anyway.
You want to plant it before your ground freezes,
Yep.
but not too early that it's going to sprout.
All right. And elephant garlic's a little different than that. If it
Yeah.
sprouts and comes on up, it's okay.
It's okay. And if the freeze burns it back, it's okay.
Yeah,
It'll come back
it's
out.
pretty tough. Now, what I normally do is I would put some complete organic in, pre-plant, and then come back and hit them. If you put them on drip, you may just want to hit them occasionally with some fertilizer, some good, well-balanced fertilizer. Now, I'm almost positive that we would need to hit garlic at, I'd say, around sometime in February with a calcium application to build that cell wall thickness there, just like we do onions. Otherwise than that, you want to just hit it with some regular 20-20-20, and then probably hit it with some, and you could hit it early on with some ammonium sulfate, but my last application of nitrogen would definitely be calcium nitrate.
And I read that you don't want to fertilize it after May in our area.
Oh, we dig ours.
thought
We dig ours before May.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was, you don't want to fertilize it real late.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like onions. You want to increase that that bulb. So I would cut off my fertilization where we live around the end of February.
Oh, okay.
Now the weird thing is, our neighbors up north in Vermont and all up in there, they digging garlic or have dug garlic last month. So the season's all the way turned around for us in the deep, deep here south. Now let's talk about the hardnecks just for a minute, because that's all we have left in stock. If you took a line and drew it from about Atlanta all the way across the United States, Atlanta, Birmingham, and you went straight across, and I don't know where you'd end up at Texas. If you there or farther north, I think it's a no-brainer. You should be growing hardneck garlic. If you're in that line in south, you're going to be taking some chances there, and I don't know that I would grow hardneck garlic. I would probably try softneck. If I was a die-core, had to grow garlic, I would try a softneck variety, and then I would plant some elephant garlic.
But north and south can grow elephant garlic.
Yeah, everybody can grow
Everybody
it. The
can
thing about it is, our neighbors up north, that they can grow these unique hardnecks. They normally are not a lot of elephant garlic grown up north because they do so well with the hardnecks. So I know it's just starting to run a little bit. I'm all garliced up here. But you know, the weird thing is, here in the deep south, we're able to do things in the wintertime that you guys up north can't do. We can grow our greens all year long. We can do all sorts of things. But y'all guys have us on the garlic. And I would highly recommend you taking advantage of being able to grow that hardneck garlic that we're so envious we can't grow.
Yeah. Put in the comments what's your favorite type of garlic.
And if you've
grow.
been successful with the regular garlic in the south, a regular variety, I would be interested to know about that. There are some Creoles that some people have some luck with in the south. I've done some extensive tests 15 years ago on garlic. I had a garlic trial going out there. I must have had, oh man, I had probably 25 different types. And it was one of those mild winters, but I didn't do well. So we just don't do well with them here. So anyway, containers, you can grow them in containers.
Yeah. One thing I had trouble with last year is I think I kept them too wet. But this year I've got turn-off valves on each of my beds. So
That's the reason I love containers and raised beds, is you can keep them dry. You don't overwater.
overwater.
All right, garden spotlight of the week. We got pictures. Yeah,
One picture.
man, look
This
at that.
is Stanley and Ruth Ledman's Canette.
Look at the peppers and tomatoes. That's a sun sugar, I can tell from here.
Mexican Belle, Gold Rush Banana, Gypsy Hybrid, California Wonder, Cinder Jalapeno, and the tomatoes are Sun Sugar.
Sun sugar is a great variety, and I'm gonna tell everybody
That's
this
a
right.
bunch of peppers.
It is a bunch of peppers. Sun sugar, you know, Sun Gold has been our variety for years and years and years. Sun Gold is sweet, it's flavorful, we love it, but it cracks bad. Sun sugar is the next answer to that right there. So sun sugar should be on everybody's crew. It's an indeterminate, but man, them things is good. But anyway, I got a table full of peppers right there. Somebody's gonna have some good. You would freeze dry those, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And that way you could have them all during the season. Several different ways to preserve them. Freeze dried seems to be Mama Hoss's method
now.
at the time. It could change.
It could change.
All right, so we got the old goat drawing, folks. If you find the old goat on the set here somewhere, and the old goat is a figurine that moves around.
Sometimes he's really hid, sometimes he's in the opening.
Sometimes he's just in different moods.
Yeah.
He's kind of moody. So what we're drawing for is for last week's winner. If you find the old goat, put it in the comments below, and we do a drawing every week. Last week's winner is Tennessee, or TN
I
Country
assume
Boy.
that's Tennessee.
I do too. TN Country Boy.
Just send your shipping to support@growhouse.com.
And go around town wearing your shorts with these socks pulled up. These are the Get Dirty socks here. And of course, you'll be the talk of the town. Pull them up just like an old man does. You ever seen the old man do? I
Yeah.
notice I do that every
You do
now.
that,
I
yeah.
do that every now and then nowadays. My dad would do it. You wear your shorts and you pull
And your
the
white
shirts
tennis
up,
shoes.
and your white tennis shoes, and you pull the socks up. You know you've arrived when you do that. All right, thank you. We got some traveling to do this week. We're going up to Cleveland, Ohio, to a horticultural show. See about some new products for you guys. We'll be there for a quick trip.
Yeah.
Up there, turn around, come back. We're not going to be far from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've been there before. May carry you over there if we have time.
That'd be nice.
We'll be in downtown Cleveland and right next to the ballpark. Yep. Thank y'all for joining us. It's that time of the year we enjoy to get outside, and I would encourage you to get outside and get those hands dirty.